The world is but a show, vain and empty, a mere nothing, bearing the semblance of reality. Set not your affections upon it. I am delighted to introduce my dear friend, Keyhan Ighanian. He's the founder of InnerPeace and has dedicated his life to helping individuals cultivate a deep sense of tranquility and purpose. Through his work, he has empowered many to navigate life's challenges with resilience and clarity. His insights are rooted in both experience and a profound understanding of what it truly means to attain inner peace. I am sure you'll find his perspective both inspiring and transformative. Welcome, Keyhan.
Thank you very much, friends. Yes, today we will talk about inner peace and how the inner peace is working and the effect of the therapy, in which way we can help people. I think many of you maybe have been to or seen some of those programs I had, but I want to just start it with some of the basic of the method inner peace. And I always ask people, what is the ego? Because this is the easiest way we can explain, because ego is our base. We are born with ego, we live with our ego, and we die with our ego. What is ego? It is so important, but maybe it is not very clear in our daily life. Is my understanding ego is interaction between emotion, thoughts, and feelings. Those two is the important part of our life. Emotion and feelings, we are born with that. And thoughts is something we learn in this world, because this will come from the society to us. And that is the cause of a lot of complication. And of course, thoughts and feelings is the most important we have. Without thoughts and feelings, we cannot live. Just think about that. Without thoughts and feelings, who we are nothing. But that could be our best friends or our worst enemy. How we can work with that, how we can know our closest friends, and that is the inner peace therapy. It's the way we work with that, the way we can really understand in which way we can work on with that. As I mentioned, when we are born with our emotion and feelings, that is very, very important. If we accept that, we're born with that, it means nobody can give me emotion or feelings. That is the key of our life. If I believe I'm born with feelings and emotion, I cannot accuse anybody. For example, say, you hurt me, you broke my heart, and everything I say, it means that another person can give me any feelings, but that is not the case. The feelings is mine. But why do I be hurt? Some person say something to me, I say, you hurt me. But actually, when we understand through the inner peace therapy work, and I can show that the people around me just wake up my feelings, but nobody can give me feelings. It means when I started to be friend with my feelings and emotion, what happened? The people around me just wake up my feelings. If I am friend with my emotion and feelings, my friend around me just wake up my friends in me. And I think something is outside, but nothing is outside. If I am enemy with my feelings and I have a problem with my emotion and feelings, the people around me just wake up my enemy, which means my feelings and my emotion. And I think the problem is outside. Nothing is outside. The world around us, the world outside, is but a show. Vain and empty. What means that? It is nothing outside. It is just like a show. Mere nothing. I'm being the semblance of reality. Where is the reality? Some people think maybe our reality is our mind, but it's not. Our mind is the copy of the world outside, is this show. Here is the copy of the show outside. But this is the mind, you can call it my fabric, or image and picture of outside, it is in my mind. But through my soul and through my heart, I should understand what is reality and what is the imagination. And here is the vain imagination. We get it from the outside. The important part of our life is to really understand everything I get from the outside, it is copy of reality. But through the copy of reality, I understand the reality. I was born with reality. And I just give an example to understand better that. Just look at the seed of, for example, an apple. The reality of apple, it is in that seed. But what happened, what do this world do nothing than just wake up the reality of the seed. For example, the gardener plant the seed in the soil and give it water, and of course the oxygen is here and every environment is there ready. That environment around that seed just helps seed, the reality of seed, to gradually wake up. And that will grow up and suddenly will be, during the months and years, be in the huge tree and will give a lot of apple. But does the gardener and this world give any of the part of that tree? No. Everything the tree needs, it was in that seed. This is just the world of planet, and we have the world of animal, and we talk about the world of humanity, the world of man. We are born with everything we need. Our job here, just wake up those reality. But unfortunately, today, the understanding of the, maybe a lot of philosophy and a lot of today theory we read in the different part from Freud and from the many another, they tell us the reality is outside. If you have a problem with some person, just cut that person, just don't talk with them. That is not the case. That is not the reality. Everything I feel some problem around me, it is good. It means if I have a problem with one person, I should be glad because it is not the problem outside. That person just wake up my problem in my inside. I should feel I should be the owner of my problem. If I think my problem is outside, When the people outside will come and solve my problem tomorrow, next week, and next year, never. But my problem is inside in me. And I said to people, when the people come to me, we work with that problem. I said, when you come to me, 50% of the problem is solved because you believe you are the owner of your problem. And the next 50%, I will help the people and be rid of those problems. And we know the thing we work on through the inner peace, the most dramatic thing today in this world, the people really suffer, it is trauma. But that method is very, very effective with all kinds of trauma. Trauma is the program from the past. Everything you have seen or have heard or understand, throw away. And another place says in the 7 valleys, everything you learn from the generation, just throw it away. What means that? It means we can change our life anytime. Because those programs just belongs to my past. Many people, they are afraid of their future. And I ask them, do you know what happened about 1 second in front of you? They said, no. I said, how you can say you are afraid for the future? You don't know what happened about 1 second from now. Ask me, yes, but I feel I am afraid for the future. What is the reason? The reason is not our future. The reason is because of our past. Our future just reflects our past. Why my future should change if I carry on my past exactly that is? My future will just continue to reflect and be exactly as my past. But another question is that, don't exist any past? My answer is not. The past is dead. The future doesn't born. Just one thing is alive. It is the present. But the past, I recorded in my mind and live with me in the present. And in the present time, that will affect my life, and of course, my future will be affected because of my past. Through the inner peace, we can change all those programs. The program I have from the past, it is recorded in me in the 5, you can call it image in me, or stored in me in 5 different ways. The one is picture, the another is sound, and the next is smell, and next one is the taste, and the last one is the feelings we have in our body, whole our body. We have a connection in this world with those 5 windows. And all those impressions I got from this world is recorded in my mind. We have 2 kinds of memory. One is short-term memory, and another one is the long-term memory. The short-term memory started with the common faculty, imagination, thoughts, and comprehension. everything that happened in our life go through those short-term memory to the long-term memory. Everything, for example, you ate breakfast today, you talked with friends, and everything you did went through short-term memory to the long-term memory. And stored in long-term memory, everything is there. What is long-term memory? I said this is iCloud. iCloud in this regard, in my belief, is our soul. Everything we do is just recorded in our soul. This is our history. This is our life. But short-term memory should be always open. But if something happened in our life, I cannot imagine it will be stuck in my short-term memory, that episode. If something happened in my life, I cannot be thinking about that. I cannot comprehend and understand. It is stuck in my short-term memory. That will repeat and repeat as a film in my mind, in my short-term memory. But my mind thinks everything I remind me, my brain thinks it's happened now. It means my brain produce hormone, produce feelings, and feelings is hormone. And that is our biggest trauma in our life. But through the inner peace, we can send all the trauma from short-term memory to long-term memory. Today, psychologists and psychiatrists says we cannot cure the trauma. PTSD cannot be solved, they say, but we can help you to live with that. But through the inner peace, we says something came in and that will out. Otherwise, life will be very, very heavy and difficult. So, and the psychiatrists, they saw how effective it is in that method. They cannot believe that, and they see how we can work with the trauma, because trauma today is the biggest problem in this world. And we see that the world become more and more insecure, the trauma will increase, especially in Norway, in Europe, because of situation with Russia and Trump. And so the people is very, very insecure about what will happen in the future. But we can easily work with that trauma and help people to be rid of all those programs from the past. Another thing I think will be very important to mention that is that I as a man and you as a woman, you should be the queen of your life, and the man should be the king in our life, inside. In my world, inside my world, it is my territorium. It is I should be the boss or the king in my inner life. Nobody should be stronger than me in my inside. But today is many people is stronger than me in my inside, and they make a lot of problem for us. Through that inner peace therapy, we take all power from people inside ourselves. And I should be in charge in my in life, and all people in my inside, they should be my citizen. And I should be justice king and have a good relationship with everybody in my inside. If I am in that position and I am friend with everybody in my inside, friends, I will promise you, I am friend with the whole society around me. I will be friend with the mankind, because mankind live in me. And I should, first of all, start with a good relationship with everybody in my inside. People goes to different course to learn communication. Every communication I learn outside, it is just program. It is the new program I just learned. That program will come between me and myself. The real program, I am born with that. When I get connection with myself and I get in contact with my real self, I can communicate with every person around me. The first person I should teach, it is myself. And the first person I should love, it should be me. The first person I should be just with, it is with me. And the first person I really should forgive, it is myself. Then I can love people around me and forgive people around me and love the people around me. But everything started with me. The first person I should help, it is me. When I learn how I can help myself, it will be very easy to help people around me. Everything started with me and ended with me because I was born alone in this world. And I live alone also this world. And everything I need, I'm born with. My job is just to bring them up. That is the thing we do and help people to really find their real reality. And that potentiality is hidden in us. Of course, I can talk a lot of things about different parts, but if some people have a question.
Wonderful. I just want to go over a few things you just mentioned, just to clarify if friends are having questions. You talked about ego and the definition of ego, how it's interaction between our thoughts and our feelings. You also talked about the 5 external senses, how we perceive everything to the 5 external senses, and they record within us, and they actually make a different world within me, which is a virtual world. Like I see the world right now, like this, the world I see is a show, and I bring that show within my reality, within me, my inner world, and I turn that to a virtual world, which I think that also is real. So it's like a double show now within me. So you also touched the part that this senses trying to make sense of who I am. But you brought us to our attention that the reality of me is that noble being that I created. And I'm sure the friends have a lot of questions, but I was wondering if you can just emphasize a little bit more on that trauma part that you said when it gets stuck between these 5 senses that we have. So maybe for friends to understand when it gets stuck between, that's what we call it in inner peace, we call that a trauma. So, and then what we do, like what we've learned through inner peace, that we can easily go and confront that and free that. That's how it gets stuck, that prison of self. Can you just touch on that part a little bit, just to see if...
Yes, it is. We have something, we call it mind. If I ask people, where is our intelligence? It is very usually many people said, our intelligence is in our mind. In my understanding, my mind is the dumb computer. It is no intelligence here. Because if I am born with the family, I'm just using for example, if I am born in Afghanistan in the Taliban family, if I am born in North Korea, if I am born in US in the different family, or Canada in the different believer, my mind just copy that society. It is not any intelligence here. People today goes with program here from the many, many years. I've been in India last week. You should understand how they are thinking about the caste, they call it. This is 4 different castes. The lowest caste is, they call it, they are dirty. And when the people are born with that different cause, and they believe they are exactly what the society around them, they call it. It is very interesting. Today, we live in the year 2025, and some people, because of their caste is there, they are dirty. This is just dumb computer. This is not our intelligence. Our intelligence is in our heart, in our soul. We should really get access to that. When we get access to that, we can totally change all the program from outside in our mind. The thing is important is here, if I am insecure, the majority of society, they are born in the insecurity situation, the family, if the family is not safe, the home is not safe, I cannot open my heart. The first condition for I can get access to my heart, it should be that I am safe in my mind. The people ask me, the young couple, they ask me, what can we do with our children? I said, your children don't need anything, just one thing they need. It is love between mom and dad, and create the safe environment, home and house for the children. When the children get access to their heart, it is done. Everything is okay. Otherwise, you can do a lot of things and feel stress and insecurity. Nobody can open their heart because our heart is very, very sensitive. And when I have access to my heart, when we are doing the inner peace, during the 15 minutes we work, between 20 and 50 minutes, we should help the client to be totally free from their mind. It means all thoughts disappear. And they feel some light will come in their mind. And I asked them, do you know what that light is? They say, no, I have no idea. I said, this is you. This is your soul. When your mind is peaceful and you are free from any conflict and thoughts in your mind, your heart gradually will open. And that light will come from your heart to your mind. That light actually is my soul. And I asked them, can you bring your thoughts back? They say, I try, but I can't. Of course, when I am present in my mind, my thoughts cannot be alive. My thought is not active. I use my thoughts, but before thoughts used me. And this is a huge, huge different way our daily life, it will be totally changed because thoughts and feelings are my tools. I should use them. But the majority of people, they became tools of thoughts and feelings. I said, thoughts working for self, it means my thoughts are thinking, my emotion and feelings feel, but I am in vacation. I should go back and get a control over my thoughts and feeling. Then life will change. That is the first thing we do. It means we harmonize between left and right hemisphere. That means my mind, I said regarding my mind, I call it as a piano. If I want to play with that piano, first my piano should be in tune. Then everything will go the right way. But without that, everything will be chaotic and problematic.
Okay.
Yes, friends, another?
Anyone has questions, friends, please feel free.
Okay, I wonder, you talked about trauma, and I think about post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and sexual abuse, and these really hard and deep traumas. Do you work on them, and what results do you have with clients?
Yeah, that is also a very important part of that thing. The abusing, especially you mentioned the sexual abusing. We work with the people, they have been the victim of incest and rape and different things, and that will affect, the first thing they will affect, it is their sexual life. We can bring back all their normal sexual life for the person because we go through that and we take away all the trauma. And then we can, of course, that is the trauma when we be finished with all the trauma, but still the sexual life is not in the right way. We have a program with the sexual life, and that program we can help people to go through, because for me sexuality is mentality. When we go through that and work with the people, after that everything comes to their normal life. The people have been to many sexolog and many another treatment, and few inner peace session that will solve that. That is very important. You asked that. It is many people now are free from their problem and they can't have a normal life.
Yeah, just to add to that, we had a client that she was being abused sexually tremendously, like she went through so much, but she has seen a lot of psychotherapists, psychologists, none of them was working. With 3 sessions we had with her, her life changed. Her life within 3 sessions is transformed. It's beautiful to see these results. It's wonderful.
Another thing is very important to know. This is not the method you should come and go years and years. In the first session, you can see that something changed. People go through that course, it is life-changing. I have people that told me that they used many $1,000 and here and there, but they said it is the cheapest way they can go through their trauma, their life, and everything will change. That is really, people get a lot of benefit. I've been in the last month, more than 1 month in Australia, in the 5 city, and this is the second year I am there, and I could be there for all my life because a lot of people want to really get that, learn that method and work with that. Because of situation I couldn't be there, but 5 city I had a seminar, and 5 of them I had courses, and all of them said that a lot of changing did happen there, and the next year already I should go back there again. When I say something, I will of course show you in which way we work, and you can see how life will change.
Back to the PTSD, are you working with people who have been to traumatic accidents or war or different situation, and how does they respond?
Yes, of course. All shock that people get, that could be cause of a lot of problem. The people get the shock from news, accident or something happened, shocking thing. Those things, it is, they made a lot of, you can call it anxiety in people. Through that method, all anxiety and shock that the people had the experience about that, we can just work with that and that is solved. We work with a lot of, for example, bipolar and OCD, a lot of things we can work, but trauma is one of the things that other method it is difficult to help them. That is very, very effective to help people. And that is the work thing. But the people that have a bad concentration and people cannot sleep, all such a thing have a mental cause, and many people get life change with that, yes.
And
If you mentioned,
torture
yes.
as well, torture.
Yeah. People I worked with through the war and through the torture, and they couldn't believe that it is life-changing. And people also came to for example, in Canada or the US or another country, they came to the violent in the domestic violence in the home, and it happened something between, you can call it arguing mom and dad, and insecurity in the home. That should be cause of a lot of problem. All those memory we carry on, we can work on with that, be free with that. When we work with the inner mom and inner dad, the first thing that happened, you started to get detached from everybody. Detachment is the cause of our security and health. The most important thing that happened during that therapy, it is detached from everything. And we connected more and more to ourselves, and self-confidence will be increased.
You say you're working with inner mom and inner dad. Maybe they are related to even partner or other females or males that we meet throughout our lives.
Yes, when I mentioned we should take power from everybody inside of us, our first program leader, it is our mom and dad. We shouldn't carry on all those programs. It is not me, it is another in me. And people I work with, the inner husband, inner wife, inner brother, inner boss, we should take all those power. Then you're living free in your life. Everything will change. Why I should go with those people and they should have power over me? We should take back the power from everybody. In this way, we can live in peace.
Keyhan, there is a question in the chat. It says, do you also work with people with psychosis?
Sorry, people with what?
Psychosis.
Yeah. As long as we can communicate with the people, we can help them. Doesn't matter in which way, in the psychosis and so. When we can communicate with the people, we can help them. If we cannot communicate, of course, we cannot help them. We work with the people's awareness. If awareness is not there, we cannot help them. But if they are present and we can communicate with them, of course we can help them, yes.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Continuing the whole trauma theme. Is it possible that, because we're talking about the mind and the short memory and how a lot of the shocks or the traumatic events get trapped in the short memory, is it possible that those memories get resolved, but that shock remains in the body? So related to a lot of work that people in the somatic area are working. And what do we do with the body part? Is it related to the mind that if it gets unlocked, it also solves the body, or is it a different procedure?
That's a very good question. In my research, and I show the people we work with them, our body have no memory. Memory is just in our brain. Everything, for example, I touch here, I feel something, that feeling, it is here. Our body have no memory. When we change here, automatically will change in our body, because our body is the lowest place. Our body is in charge of our brain. Our brain is in charge of our thoughts. Our thoughts also in charge of our soul. through awareness, I am in touch with my thoughts. When we release the thoughts, the brain will release. When the brain is released, body is released. But that is a very important question. I work with many people with body pain. If it is the psychosomatic problem, if you have in your body, it instantly disappears when we work with the mental thing. The thoughts is the cause of that. It is the many people I have worked with them. Every body pain disappear. Eckhart Tolle talk about pain body, and many people say everything Eckhart Tolle says is very good, but how? But in Inner Peace, we show how we can really be free from all pain body.
What about autoimmune diseases?
Yes, I work with some people, it's very interesting. They have also autoimmune problem. In my understanding is that when I am against myself, it means I don't like myself and I hate myself. My whole immunity will work against me. In those cases, I work with them. And then when they came, we work with the first thing we do is left and right hemisphere. And the next is the inner child. The inner child is me. When I started to love myself, after few sessions we had with those people, they said all those problems disappear. Because when I am with myself, my body will be with me. If I am against myself, my body will work against me. And that will change also very easily. This is something more modern way they understand people, how the immune system goes and attacks our self. It is in many cases, I cannot say 100% everywhere, but many cases, because I am against myself. I don't like myself.
And also that includes allergies, severe skin allergies.
Yes, many of them is that
Yep,
because a lot of hormone produced because of I don't like this and that, and all feelings come. Of course, my brain will confuse and I don't like suddenly who I am. I react to something that is very normal.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Any questions? And each course would be, the course is at 12 days. The first 5 days are in person. We get together and we will be together for 5 days, fully 5 days. You will actually experience everything. We will cry together, we laugh together, we eat together. It's a beautiful experience. And the 7 days, the last 7 days will be virtual, will be on Zoom, but the dates and the hours will be discussed after, and then we'll take it from there. But the first 5 days will definitely be together, and will be from, usually we'll start like around 9:30ish to 5:30ish thing.
Just some more questions.
Yes.
I'm wondering about addictions and eating disorders. Is that something you will treat during the course?
Yeah, of course. Addiction of one of the things, it's very easily we can work with the inner peace, and a lot of habit, good habit, bad habit, such a thing we can also very easily work through that, because all such a thing is the work of mind, and we can change all program. The important thing is that I am not my thoughts. I am not my program. I am not my feelings. I am not my body. I am as I am, but I am not those I have. Because of that, when I really understand I am as I am, and I am not my thoughts, I am not my feelings, I can change everything. Through the awareness we do, through that therapy, many, many amazing things happen. Many things the people said many years they had a problem with that, suddenly it disappeared. It is very easy way we can work. During the 12 days we go, you should be free from a lot of your mental problem. I cannot promise in your body what happened. Of course, all of them is, if is the psychosomatic, it will disappear. But everything that is mental, we can change it. It is huge power in our soul, and we can utilize that. And through that connection, all those things will change and life will be totally different. Because life, in my understanding, is very, very easy. But we keep it very difficult. It is very easy to take life difficult. Because of that, we understand suddenly we don't need to complicate our life. Because society complicates life. One thing is very easily I will tell is that the society tells us we should be powerful, we should be strong. This is just illusion. In my understanding, when I became friend with my weakness and powerlessness, everything will change. Because weakness and powerlessness is always with me. I don't know what happened about 1 second from now. I can admit I am powerful. I am not. But immediately when I understand who I am, everything will change. I mean, you go through, for example, guilt, bad conscience, shame, all those feelings, we fight with them. Through the inner peace, we understand all those feelings is our inner police. How we can work with them, how we can appreciate those inner police. Life will change. Many things the society give us wrong, you can call it teaching, and that makes do our life very, very difficult. And we can very easily change everything.
Thank you, Keyhan. You asked if this course is a certificate course. Yes, absolutely it is. Keyhan will definitely issue the certificate, but it's up to your college and it's up to you how you want to use it. And then you can register it in Canada. I have registered it with my college, so I'm able to use that in my practice. So you can actually contact your college and see the rules and regulations, find out. But absolutely, you will definitely get certificate. Well,
Yes,
any other questions?
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to see you, all of you. And I am testimony to these changes. I just wanted to thank Keyhan profoundly. And I'm trying to give this gift to everyone. And it took me 1 year to work on myself and to change my mindset. And now I see that I could help other people too. And the transformation I got was so amazing and so profound that I really recommend everyone to get it. It's a life-changing, totally. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else? Well, thank you, friends. There's a question here. How would we apply all this in what is going in the world? And then the next question is this workshop to teach it or be part of it? Will you do in Southern Africa? Yes, this workshop can travel everywhere, definitely. As Keyhan just mentioned, I've been everywhere, Australia, India, Canada, Europe, America, everywhere. So yes, absolutely. South Africa, you want us, we'll be there. And the next question was, how can we apply this method? It's what's happening in the world right now. So
Yeah. Yes, if you think about the world is insecure world, I think when we really are in touch with our real self, our soul, the security is there. The problem is our mind. Our mind make a lot of complication and do life very, very difficult because of insecurity. When I am insecure, I am living in my mind. When I'm secure, I live in my heart. One thing I tell people is usually we die one time. If I am afraid to die, I die every second. That is the problem when I am in my mind and I am afraid. And that will really, that method help people to stay in touch with their real self and real life. And things will be, of course, a lot of things will be changed. And in this day, especially a lot of insecurity in political way, and every corner you see that I don't know how is in Canada or US, but Europe is very people very afraid for everything will happen. In this case, we cannot change the world, but I can change myself and be more secure with myself. I can handle my daily life in the better way. Thing we do in the inner peace, I say, my job is I will do the thing I can do. I will not do the thing I can't do. If I want to do the thing I can't, what happened? I cannot do the thing I can. But I should really concentrate on the thing I can. But I cannot change the world. I cannot change the situation around me, but I can change myself. And that is the way we can really get security in ourselves.
As Keyhan said, we cannot do the things we can't do. So I can't change the world. I cannot be there for everyone. I can't go to Russia or Ukraine, and I can't help Iran, what's happening there, but I can certainly start with my neighborhood, and I can do this. And I encourage all of you just to think about it. There's so much you can offer with this method, so much. I think a hands up. Go ahead, please.
Sure. I appreciate this informative session. I think you read the question, is my question as well, that is this seminar kind of for us to participate and of course learning to bring this into our lives?
So that this 12 days course is for everyone who wishes to make the changes, either in their work, their lives, their neighborhood, their way of teaching, whatever you wish you improve, this method is there for you. Everything you decide, it will improve. Even if it's just your own personal life, your own family, whatever. I've spoken with teachers, anyone with they have stumbling blocks in their lives. This method would help to clarify that. I hope that answers your questions.
One thing also, in addition to that, it is about 20 or 30% of the people come to that course, they want to be inner peace therapists. It means some of them, of course, learn for own self, and some of the people we have now inner peace therapists in different parts of the world. And of course, during the 12 days, you can also learn a method, and I can teach you to learn that method, and you can work as a therapist.
Question?
No, it's not a question. I just wanted to testimony that we experimented together that when you change, people around you change. And this is the message.
Yes, that is also very important, because I think when we really started to change ourselves, automatically people around you change. That is the one thing. Another thing is you work as an inner peace therapist, as you do. Also many people I know we've been in the 3 years ago in Vancouver, in Canada, and many of them work as an inner peace therapist. That also, we bring peace in this world. how we can change in this world when I change myself, and then I started to change another, and more we do in this way, of course, we will get better world.
This is lovely. Thanks.
Another thing, maybe I can tell a different thing I mentioned. If some people have a knot, this is people go to the, for example, doctor and different places and say, I have some knot in my throat, my chest, my stomach, and they take picture and they can not see anything there. But in InnerPeace is a very special way we work with that, because many information you can find in those knots in the throat and in the chest and stomach, and that cause a lot of problem, because if you have a knot in your throat, it is affecting your thyroid. If you have it in your chest, of course, in affecting our heart. If you have a knot in your stomach, affects your stomach pain, and a lot of such a thing. It is cause of those, you can call it repressed feelings, and through the InnerPeace very easily we can release them, and thing will be totally come out of our body. And many people have a problem in their shoulders. It is the burden that people carry on, and how we can release from when our mind is all thoughts released, all burden from the past also will release.
What about migraines?
Yes, it is. Many of migraine we help because of a lot of thoughts in your mind. Just look at that. If you have a lot of thoughts in your mind, during the 10 minutes we work with that, all thoughts disappear. And after 10 minutes, gradually will light come in our mind, and in English we call it come to the be enlightenment or enlightened. That means I am free from all thoughts, and when thoughts disappear, disease will disappear, and migraine is also one of them. We can help people to be free from that.
When you lose your thoughts, can you still be functioning in your daily life just in a more enlightened state, or how does it work?
You know, we have a lot of thoughts in our mind from childhood and so on, so a lot of thoughts we have. When we work with that, when I mentioned during the 15 minutes that our thoughts will gradually disappear and a light will come, of course, that is not, you can understand in that moment, you are not your thoughts, but you have thoughts. And really understand, you can live in the total free from, you can call it a chaos, and all those thoughts just working in our mind. This is one of them. Many people have experience after that. They said, now I understand what means to be free from our thoughts. Because in many cases, we feel we are our thoughts, because we have had no any experience to be totally free from our thoughts. In the old time, maybe now also people do in India and different places, go years and years and meditate to become in that state of enlightenment or be enlightenment. But that people have that experience about the 20 minutes. But that doesn't mean thoughts never back to us. Of course, when we don't work with that, thoughts will come and take over. And that we learn in which way we can, through the meditation and through the awareness, we be free from our thoughts. And more we work on with that, the thoughts will be less and less. And the way we can contact with our thoughts is very important. I will teach the people how we can handle our thoughts and how I can work with my thoughts and communicate. One of the things I suggest to people, never discuss with your thoughts. Never fight with your thoughts. You will be loser. So our thoughts' job is to be winner. And more we just through the awareness and a lot of methods we work with, 5 methods we work with are all resistance in our mind. Gradually through that resistance, we work with that resistance and our thoughts work against me. When I want to come close to myself, my thoughts will stop me because that is the old information says danger, danger. How we can work with that resistance and gradually all resistance disappear. And I'm in touch with myself and life will be, of course, changing.
Beautiful. Very nice. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much to everyone attending today. This has been lovely. I can't imagine my life without inner peace. I can't.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a couple of messages. Any questions? No, okay. They're all sending their loves and gratitudes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.